Hi, have you ever read Rudyard Kipling's I Keep Six Honest Serving Men? They taught me all I knew. These six men are essentially the who, what, where, how and when, which are the six pillars that people base their businesses on. If any of you have ever done any sort of a conference or a seminar or a weekend workshop or any sort of article writing or speech writing course, you'll know that they are the six pillars that people hang an article on. Journalists use it as the foundation for their business, and they are basically the foundation for all businesses. My name is Susan Burke and I run a business called Product Launch Method, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I started out my working life as a chartered physiotherapist in the late 70s, early 80s. And I married early in 1980, and very shortly afterwards I was let go by the North Western Health Board. So here I am, newly married and unemployed. Not a great way to be, then or even today. And I'm sure this will resonate with some of you today. So I was just recently unemployed and I thought, well, what will I do? I'm a chartered physiotherapist, I'm not really trained to do something else. So I went over to the local social welfare office. I went up and I joined the queue, and I spoke to the guy behind the counter and I said, how do I go about claiming on the dole? Now, again, like most of us, going on the dole wasn't really an option that really appealed to me, and it wasn't really something I felt that I was educated to do or to actually fall back on. But anyway, she gave me the form and I filled it out, and as I filled it out, I said to her, she said to me, what did you do? And I said I was a chartered physiotherapist. Oh, she said, we never had one of those in here. And I thought, you know what? You're not going to have one now either. And I walked out. So I'm self-employed since I was 23. I've always worked hard. I've always grafted for a living. But then in 2005, I really looked at the six pillars and I thought who, what, why, where and when and how of my actual clinic at the time, my physiotherapy clinic. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do this any longer. I had remarried and I'd had 3 more children very quickly, under the age of 10 at this stage, and I thought I haven't done enough postgrad work. Now, I'm a great believer in lifelong education, and I really felt that I hadn't kept up to speed with my skills. So I decided there and again I'd let that go also, and I sold it. And I started another online business, offline business, which is another story. But recently, in 2005, I looked at the way the world is going, and I really thought, I actually need to get online. I need to get an online presence. Now, many of you out there may very well have websites. Having a website isn't just an online presence. When you have a website, it sits there. It's a beautiful brochure website. It may cost you money to get it set up. You think, great, I'm online. But you're not really online. Having a website is like winking in the dark. You know it's there, but nobody else can see it. And what I really am about, and what I'm anxious to stress today to you, is that having an online presence isn't just about a website. It's about promoting information to that. It's about putting out the who and the what and the why and the where and the how of what you are in your business and getting that out there to people. Now, again, many of you may have heard all the social media sites. You have to have been living in outer Mongolia for the last 10 years if you don't know about Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Google Plus and Pinterest and Dig and Delicious and, endless social media sites out there. But the 3 big ones really are LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter. Now, I cannot stress enough that you all should have a LinkedIn presence. There are 180 million people on LinkedIn worldwide, and for that alone it is an enormous social network for professional people. It really is a CV online, and it's where people go now to look at you. People won't pick up the golden pages anymore. They'll pick up online and they'll have a look at who you are, and they look back into all of your past education and all of your qualifications and your postgrad work and what your business is about. And I couldn't stress enough that you need to have an online LinkedIn presence, first off. Then Facebook really is a little bit like going to the pub and talking about the rugby match or the Olympics. It's very topical, it's very social, it's quite light. But again, for those of you who may very well be in coaching businesses or training, or who are in counselling businesses, especially in family therapy, if you are talking about, children with eating disorders and teenagers, then Facebook is your platform, because that's where teenagers are. And there's no quicker way to get your information out there than through Facebook, if that's what you're about. Now, again, I have to stress that what I do isn't just commercial. It's about getting your information out there professionally, and it's about getting your information out there in a professional manner. And we're going to talk a little bit about blogs and articles and writing and things like that. Then Twitter, of course, is an instant 140 character tweet, click, and off it goes. But it's powerful. The domino effect of putting out a tweet that's topical, and I'm sure you've all heard again in the news and on the media about people who've put up a tweet and come to regret it indeed, but still it takes off. So For those reasons, and for all of those reasons, you need to know a little bit about online businesses and how they work and what it's all about and how it connects. So for that reason, the Family Therapy Association of Ireland have invited me to give you a workshop. The details of which are attached with this email, and they're also on the FTAI website, or indeed if you give the office a ring. And essentially what this seminar is going to be about are the 6 pillars of online marketing. So I'm going to give you insight into how you could get your business or your brand or who you are professionally into a more cohesive, strategic future for you again. So it may very well be that you are facing an uncertain future this year, that you're in a sort of a changing career, or that you may be interested in taking a retirement package from your governing bodies or your clinics or whatever person you're employed with at the moment, or you may very well be self-employed and you see the need for going forward in this manner and you really are overwhelmed and have no idea how to do it. So that's what this workshop's about. I'm going to give you a 3-hour presentation. It's going to be about niche selection, how you could have a look at your particular expertise in counselling or family therapy or in relationships, and how you could get some of all of your information and all of that exceptional knowledge that you have as an individual coach or therapist, and how you could write that as a blog format or how you could write it as articles, but more importantly where you put them and how you would get them in front of the market or the public or the age group that's relevant for you and your product. You may very well want to get it in front of GPs, you may very well want to get it in front of, as I said, Facebook if it's teenagers and maybe addiction counselling, not addiction, eating disorders that you are interested in targeting. So in order to really hone in on that, you have to understand how the whole link system works and how the whole connection works. Now this is not just about online, this is about offline as well. It may very well be about how to get your article noticed by the media, because we all know that if the media, it's like, you know, they used to say that newspapers didn't refuse print. Well, the media won't refuse news blogs either. So if you can get your blog up and running, or your articles, or your Facebook page, or your Twitter, or your LinkedIn with good, relevant expertise content, and if you can get that out there in a very strategic manner, you get recognised, you get noticed, and therefore you get business. We all need more clients. We all need more business, and it's all out there if you know how to go about it. The day of setting up a shop on the high street and sticking up paint on it and putting a nice sign outside the street and hoping somebody's going to walk in the door are gone. What your website essentially does, and what all of your media links online do, is give people that shop front online. So when you have your website, they should be able to find it. They should be welcome in. They should be able to find information there that they need. They may not buy anything today. They may not book a consultation today, but they know that you are the expert, and you are setting yourself up as the expert and the brand leader in your particular niche or your particular topic. So, as I said, the Family Therapy Association of Ireland are organising this workshop. I'm very excited to be able to present to you. I sincerely hope that my background in the medical profession as a chartered physiotherapist and my subsequent growth in various different businesses, I now run 2 offline businesses, and now this 3rd business, will bring you very valuable information about how you set up, establish, run a business online and offline, and we'll have some fun. And as a bonus, I'm also going to give you at least a half an hour presentation on LinkedIn, because each and every one of you, no matter whether you're in the academic aspect of therapy or whether you're in the professional therapy coaching aspect and looking for new clients, each and every one of you should have a 100% LinkedIn profile complete. Okay, I look forward to meeting you, and as I said, the details are attached with this email.